Hi everyone, welcome to NHL 07, the full season. It's about the time in the season where we show the standings again. Buffalo Sabres leading the Northeast Division, 77 points. Ottawa's kind of trailing behind. Atlantic Division, we got Philadelphia Flyers in first place. New Jersey's just a game behind them. Carolina's leading their division. They're quite a ways ahead of Tampa Bay. Overall in the Eastern Conference, Buffalo's got holding the first seed spot. Philadelphia second, Carolina in third. If the playoffs were to end today, it'd be Tampa Bay at Buffalo, New York Islanders at Philadelphia, Rangers at Carolina, and Ottawa at New Jersey. In the Central Division, we see my Blackhawks are in first place. Looks like I got a pretty good lead over Columbus. San Jose, first place, pretty good lead over Phoenix. And Calgary's got about a 5-game lead over Colorado. So in the Western Conference, Calgary's got the first seed spot, Chicago second, San Jose third. It would be Detroit at Calgary, Nashville at Chicago, Minnesota at San Jose, and Colorado at Columbus. So I want to go ahead and see this game. The scheduled. See, it's February 6, 2007 in this, according to the game calendar. I actually have 2 games scheduled on this day. Wrong button. One of the other games is the Kings and the Lightning, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick one of those teams, just so we can see that. So anyway, here we go. Okay, let's look at the numbers. Winning percentage, the 2 top teams in the Western Conference. Blackhawks have better winning percentage, 68%. Calgary's got 66%. That really doesn't make much sense to me. I'm going to have to take a look. I can't figure out why Calgary would have first seed over me if I got a better winning percentage. Probably because of points. Calgary's probably got more overtime losses or something, but anyways, I lead in goals for, 3.94 to 3.68. I'm better in goals against. I got 3.12. They got 3.23. They're slightly better in the power play, 17.9% to 17.4%. I got a little bit better penalty kill, 90.1% to 87.4. The goalie profile, we get Corey Crawford and Smika Kiprasov. So, yeah, see, Calgary's just got 1 point more than me. But they got more wins. They played 2 more games than me. They got 34 wins out of 53 games. I got 32 wins out of 51 games. So that's probably why I got a better winning percentage. So, should be a good matchup. And I ended up getting beat in my last game, so this might be a pretty tough game for me. Oops.
In Calgary, Alberta, I'm Jim Houston, and I'm Reg Season-Chi. Welcome to what should be a spirited contest here tonight between the Calgary Flames and the Chicago Blackhawks. We could be in for a penalty-filled affair here tonight.
Yeah, both these teams play a gritty game, and that usually gets the tempers up. The key will be taking advantage of the power play.
Or getting a strong penalty kill, depending on how you look at it. faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Flames. Here's Reg Season-Chi. He clears it safely out. It's dumped in by Hammerling. There's one right on. From behind the net. Passed over to Phaneuf. And that's icing. Calgary wins games by outworking their opponents. You rarely see a soft shift from anyone on this bench.
They win their games on effort, and they're an honest team. You rarely see them give up on a play.
Out comes Ole Jokin, and he moves it into the attacking zone. To Boyd. Delayed penalty coming up. Iginla gets called for hooking.
Why did the whistle blow?
It's good to play with an edge, but if you go too far, you'll get the penalty.
Whistle blew while I still had possession of the puck. Hey, there's Daryl Sutter.
Chicago will try and take advantage of a penalty here.
Well, we haven't seen the power play yet tonight, but we know they're going to be a handful.
They've got great skill in that first unit. Turn the shot aside. Success just comes with the territory when you're a sucker, brother.
Oh, you're right, Jim. In over 20 years of coaching, from the junior ranks to the NHL, Daryl Sutter has reached the postseason in all but one campaign.
Behind the net. Sharp. Delayed call. Shoots the puck. Sharp takes control of the puck. Another quick shot, and he whistled it wide of the net. Taken by feet.
Oh.
McCarty will get the gate for tripping.
Now, he's not thrilled with the penalty call, but he's only got himself to blame.
Chicago has got the home team right where they want them.
They need to focus on maintaining possession. If they can do that, there'll be no shortage of good shots.
Right in front.
Why is my first line out there? I selected the second line.
Here's Marian Hossa looking for his first shot on net. In the corner. One-time net. Hammerling. He passes it to Hossa. Iginla hurries back onto the ice. His team is down by only one man. Johnny.
Look at that. Why isn't my second line coming out?
He intercepts the puck. From behind the net. Victor. Now he's over the blue line on the attack. McCarty skates back onto the ice. The power play is over. Goes behind his net. Pass up to Burnett. Fires it right on. He scores! Andrew Burnett.
Burnett has always been known as a defensive-minded forward, but he does have pretty good scoring touch. This goal is proof of that.
I could have scored on the power play if they hadn't cheated. I couldn't change my line.
He's full of confidence right now.
And that could carry them a long way in this game.
Chicago goal scored by number 6. Makes it hard on net. The Flames take possession of the puck. They're over the blue line and on the attack. Here's Hamzus, who's already got a shot on target. One-time net. Just missed the net. Calgary scoops it up, and they're out of their own zone to center.
Oh, here we go.
Into the slot. The ref indicates a delayed call. He gets called for elbowing.
I don't know if he was just fired up, but he really nailed him with that elbow.
Yeah, see, if it was the other team, they would have said, oh, they didn't need to call that.
Calgary is about to go to work on its first power play of the game. Let's see if they can cash in.
You want to establish a good power play early, even if you don't score. It builds confidence and keeps momentum going.
Passed over to Tonke. Now again to Tonke. In front.
Here we go. I called that one.
Stopping this up.
I always tell them they're going to score.
There aren't too many players who can embarrass their opponents these days, but Alex Tanguay is
sit there and hit him, and it's like a fly bouncing off a semi. It just has no effect.
Chicago will have to earn this one.
Jim, both these teams have firepower to spare. Expect them to try to run up the score.
Shoots the puck. And he hangs on for a faceoff.
By number 12, Jerome McGinley.
The ref is signaling for the faceoff. Here's another faceoff win for Chicago.
Oh, and Daryl Sutter used to be head coach of the Blackhawks.
About to drop the puck. Faceoff won by Ritchie. Huselius.
How come my player just had the puck and gave it to a wrong team?
Chicago takes it.
Oh, icing.
Less than 2 minutes to go in the first period.
Jim, this guy loves to pick goalies apart.
He's a true marksman.
And you put him in the slot with a puck and he scores 9 out of 10. Doesn't matter who's in goal.
The faceoff goes to the Blackhawks. He'll gather in the puck and start out.
Front of the net.
Here's only Jokinen. Hasn't registered a shot on goal so far.
Shot the puck from beside the net.
And the horn signals the end of the first period. We head into the break with the score tied 1-1.
Why does the home goalie always do that? They always show them hitting his post. The exact same pattern every time. Yeah, back when I first started getting into hockey, back in '94, Daryl Sutter was head coach of the Blackhawks. He's one of the Sutter brothers. There were 5 out of 6 brothers played in the NHL. There was Daryl Sutter, Brent, Rich, Ron, Brian. I believe those are all the names. I know Brent Sutter played with the Blackhawks. I'm pretty sure Ron Sutter was one of them. Rich Sutter, I think, but I'm not positive. And I know there was a Brian Sutter. Back when Daryl Sutter...
Won't be happy after giving up the tying goal late in the first.
Jim, those late goals can be killers. Let's see if they can put it behind them and get back on track here in the second.
Back when Daryl was head coach,
The faceoff goes to the Blackhawks.
Brent was playing with them.
Pick out to Ginla.
Quick shot. He misses. Johnny goes offside and the play is stopped. He had a pretty big gun on that shot, but it got kicked aside. They're getting ready for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to Chicago. Shoots quickly. Missed the net.
How can a professional player miss
He
the net
scores.
that far?
Duncan Keith.
Some guys like to finesse the puck, but this guy's like a closing pitcher. It's all about the heat.
That early goal gives them the lead here in the second.
The lead and the momentum. So far, things are going their way.
Comes in front. Kipasov the save. He picked it off. Snaps the shot.
Oh, Jim, that was a critical stop to keep this game close.
Shot the puck. That's blocked and didn't get through to Brunette.
What? You gotta be kidding me. You just
Now it's passed
drop
ahead
it?
to McCarthy. Chicago wins the race and beats out the icing call. To Bork. Now passed over to Bork. Delayed penalty coming up. Ahead to Bork. Hard shot from the slot. Jumped on by Hammerman. Lombardi. Now it's passed to Jokinen. He coughs up the puck. Brunette gets called for holding.
His intensity got him into trouble that time.
I Why is there another player in the
And
penalty
you can
box?
see the coach here doesn't like that call, and he's having a word with the official. Calgary has one power play goal already, and they'll get a second opportunity here. Face off one by to Tompkins. He scores!
Yeah, right. There it is again. Our players seemed like ghosts. I couldn't have any effect on any of the players, and they're making all these computer precision passes.
Every time he's on the ice, he's never had a problem scoring goals.
Yeah, he's never had a problem cheating. All the computer players cheat.
Halfway through the game, and we're all tied up.
This is when the ice really starts to get cut up. That'll make the puck a lot harder to control.
Shoots the puck from the slot. Gazzetti. Dave. Here's Merrick. Oh, we got a shot on goal. Pass up to Kovasu. He scores. Midway through the second period, they take the lead.
The release on that shot is so quick. The goalie barely had time to react to the shot. Nice goal.
That was the only goal that wasn't a cheat so far that they scored this game. That was a good goal.
Here in the halfway mark of the second period, they trail by one.
Oh, looks like it'll be an exciting finish to this.
Thanks. Saved by Crawford. Here's Reg Season-Chi. And it's touched for icing. Kiprusoff has the place buzzing after that last save.
That kind of save boosts your team's confidence.
We're ready for the face-off. Johnny won the draw. He scores! Almost halfway through the game, and he's tied it up.
When the puck finds its way onto this guy's stick, it's usually in the back of the net a short time later. He's always making things happen.
Chicago is now setting their sights on a go-ahead goal.
If they can break the tie before the third, they'll definitely have the momentum.
Shoots the puck. He's getting called for high sticking.
He'll be spending the next 2 minutes in the penalty box.
Chicago gets another 2-minute power play. Let's see if they can generate a few more chances this time. Kiprusoff made the save. Johnny. It's off the post. Patrick with the puck. One-time shot. He scores! And now he's got a pair.
That was beautiful.
This goal was all set up by the pass. Without that feed, there's no way he would have found the back of the net.
I always love scoring one-timer goals in these games. Pass it and hit the shoot button before it even gets to him.
Puck picked up by Hansus. He gets hit check. Lombardi. Here's Alex Tanke, who has a very solid shot. To Michael Hansus. Bryant. Quick shot. Ferentz clears it safely away. Lombardi beats out the icing call. Crawford made the brilliant save.
Oh.
Door slammed shut by Crawford. Taken out. And possession goes to the Blackhawks. Right on. Here's Robin Regier. He takes it to center. That's offside. He clearly saw that shot.
Not a monumental save, but definitely a good one.
That does not even look like Crawford there.
The puck is about to be dropped. Sharp won the draw. Throwing. Under 2 minutes to go in the second period. Steered aside by Kiprusoff. Turned over in the neutral zone. Shots on goal are 18-8 for Chicago. Time runs out to end the second. 4-3 is the score as we head to the break.
See, my goalies are always the worst in the league because I score so many goals that I get a lot of goals against because the computer tries cheating to keep the game close. So if you see a team like me, let's say I average 5 goals per game, well, every time I'm playing against an opponent, they're going to score about 5 goals against me. Whereas when you got 2 teams playing against each other who are like computerized teams, and it might be like 2-1 or 3-2. So let's take a look at my goalies at the end of this game, and I'll bet you they probably got the worst save percentage in the league. Look at that, they scored 3 goals on 8 shots. I score 1 more goal and taking Crawford out.
Ref is signaling for the faceoff. The faceoff goes to the Blackhawks. Delayed call. He gets called for tripping.
Some people might question that call, but the referee has decided it's worth 2 minutes in the sin bin.
See, they've got 2 Calgary players
You
sitting
can
there.
see the coach isn't crazy about that call at all, so he's going to have a word with the official.
See, they do that too often.
Chicago has the 1 power play goal so far, and now they'll get another shot here. Face-off won by Yuki. Here's Marian Hossa. The shot's on goal. 18 inches per shot.
Why are my players looking...
One time to go to Flop. Scores! Early third tie game.
See, they just had, like... I don't know if that was a glitch or what, but every time my players get the puck, they, like, drop it or throw it.
When he lets it fly, it just explodes off his plate.
I should have known. They had something figured out. They're gonna cheat. There's a plot behind their glitching.
Chicago couldn't hold them off, but this game is tied. They need to regroup. This could get ugly real quick. Face-off won by Johnny. Into the slot. Pretty nice glove save by Kickerson. Here's Reg Season-Chi. Oh, he hit the post. Circles the
You
net.
gotta be kidding me.
Indicates a delayed call. Yell clears it. Patrick will get the gate for elbowing.
I press the pass button. They wait till
And the
he's...
referee has decided that's worth 2 minutes of his time.
They decide to wait till I'm right behind the net before passing. There was a delayed reaction there with the controls.
Both sides are now playing with 4 players. That'll make some interesting matchups.
Playing 4-on-4 looks for the defense to jump into play.
Over center ice. They're over the line and on the attack. Tatange, quick shot. Lombardi to Regier. Shoots it hard. Lombardi. He passes the puck to Regier. Another shot just wide of the goal. Jumped on by Ferris. To
Look at
Regier.
that.
Here comes the Flames.
It's computer
They're
precision
having a terrific attack.
passing.
To Ferris. Look, exits the penalty box, meaning his team now has a 5-on-4 advantage.
No human can play the way they are playing.
Dave, and he's over the blue line on the attack. Down into the corner. He picks off the puck.
Imagine that.
It's turned over in the neutral zone. Calgary gets it. Passed ahead to Fanuc. Now over to Simon. One-timed it. Pass up to Mayers. Patrick sees his penalty expire and jumps back on the ice. We stop it again. Susan. Here's Jamal Mayers. He passes it to Hansus, and he carries it into the zone. Fires it. It's picked up by Ferris. To Stefan Yell. Ritchie, he's over the blue line and on the attack. Shot the puck on the right. It goes wide. Here's Robin Regier. Just
Come
missed the
on.
net. Husilius level. Sharp takes control of the puck.
Look at that. My players passed it to the wrong team.
Ritchie. Shoots the puck. Block. Halverson. Throwing. And he carries the puck into the attacking zone. Easily stopped by Kickerson. Wow, Jim, that would have been game over.
Look at that. He just loses it.
To Bork. Block taken by Chicago behind the net. To Jokinen. Now he moves it into the attacking zone. He passes the puck to Jokinen. Victor. Down to the final 2 minutes of the third period, and the play is offside. Now here's an example of a guy who covers a lot of ice out there.
Yeah, I'd say he contributes at both ends of the rink. He's a tireless worker in his own end, and he loves to jump up on the attack. Every team.
Why would Taves go over the line?
Offside once again.
See, they make my team stupid.
Shooter on that attempt.
Jim, some really quick movement to stop the backhand.
Why would Taves pass the puck behind him and then go over the line? Oh, here we go again. I called that one. See, it's just not fun when you know what's going to happen. You could feel it before it's the score, you know. It's like you get invincibility.
Chicago will need some luck to tie the game before time runs out.
And you get that by going hard to the net.
And if I could shoot,
Less than a minute to go in this third
I could be
period.
scoring too.
One-time shot. To Hossa. Now he carries it to center ice. Shoots it.
Look at
Missed
that.
the mark by a long shot. It's
Why
scooped
did
up
he
by
release
Ferris.
the stick way past the net?
Into the corner. To Ferentz. Now it's passed to Ferentz.
Look at that.
Johnny. Big shot. Blocked. To Jerome McGinley. Shoots the block from the left. Sharp. Patrick.
Now, why wasn't that a holding call?
The final seconds of the third. Picked up by Tanguay. The Blackhawks hold the goalie. They know that this is their last chance.
See the cheating again. That's 2 games in a row that they rape me.
And that's the end. Chicago takes the loss and sees their winning streak come to an end.
You know, they always take the lead at the last minute, and you can tell they're going to do it.
Then bring you the Dodge 3 Stars of the Game. Brought to you by the all-new 2007 Dodge Nitro. Pride of life by the horn. From Calgary, Alberta, I'm Jim Houston.
And I'm Craig Simpson.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
See, that's why I like the old games, because the artificial intelligence wasn't able to cheat as much. I mean, you still cheated in the old games, but I mean, this game puts too much effort into cheating where it's predictable. You could feel it happening. I try making it challenging. If I wanted a challenge, I'd take rocket science or something classes at school, but no, games are supposed to be fun. It's not fun when the other team's cheating to beat you. Railed. Shot him 25 to 13. Well, I hope you found something exciting about the game. Very few moments when they weren't cheating. But you notice most of those goals, like 2 or 3 of them, well, I guess not most of them, but some of them, I called them right before they scored, and you can just feel it because you're sitting there. Normally when you hit a player, you press the button to charge at him, you knock him down. Every once in a while you sit there and smack him. You got like 2 or 3 guys sitting there smacking the same guy with the puck. It doesn't have any effect on him. Right there, it's like they suddenly got a burst of invincibility, and you know they're going to score the goal. And they make all these perfect passes that no human players can make. I mean, sitting there passing back and forth like 10, 15 perfect passes within a matter of seconds. I mean, like a bunch of androids out there. They just make the cheating too obvious. Anyway, there's a look at our next game. The LA Kings against the Tampa Bay Lightning. I'm not sure if I'm really going to have any time for many games at all this week because we're working overtime, so I'll be getting off work kind of late. So it might not be till Saturday before you get any more games played, but if I got time, I'll squeeze them in during the week. And I also plan on doing some other games other than constantly doing hockey games every night, so maybe I'll order some more games tonight. So I hope you found something interesting about the game, and I'll see you in the next video.